Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome. You're welcoming
Happy Independence Day.
What?
This just came out after U.S. independence, Canadian independence.
You just...
No matter where you are, Happy Independence Day. If you're in India, Happy Independence. If you're in Taiwan, Happy Independence.
Wait, everyone needs to understand. We were just talking about how we wanted to start the show.
I wanted to show you how it's done.
I wanted to tell everybody Happy Independence Day. You reminded me that a lot of our listeners are not in America. So you said, let's not wish everybody Happy Independence Day. And then the first thing you do is wish everyone.
And look how happy you are. This is an appropriate icebreaker. Now let's start the show.
Are you
Shall
insane?
we? No. I'm just showing you. I'm making a show here.
Welcome back.
Sometimes they don't tell the people what's about to happen in the show because they want to get that natural reaction. Or is this your first time in showbiz? For someone
back
with, I don't know, 700 views on your last video, you should really be more familiar with the happenings.
To another episode of Sheena.
Summer edition.
If you like what you see,
hit
that subscribe button. I'm going to tell you something. Okay. Remember that like a few weeks ago, we just waited. We gave everybody like 5 seconds to hit the subscribe button. Like a bunch of them listened. Our subscriptions went up like crazy.
Make this a 2-hour episode.
No. We're just going to give
you
guys... I'll
go upstairs, take a nap.
5 seconds.
Why don't we just sleep?
No, we're just going to give you...
Just sit here until the subscribe numbers go up.
No. 5 seconds to hit that subscribe button. 4.
I've watched this on
3,
YouTube, and I've never seen you
2,
pointing at anything sensible.
1.
You do that, there's nothing there.
There's something
You're like
there.
Embarrassing yourself. You just point like this. And it's like, hit that subscribe button.
It's
you don't know
there.
where they're watching.
I always put it.
What if they're watching on their phone or somewhere else?
The button still shows up, but if they're listening, then they just have to click on subscribe.
You can just press it. You don't have to hit anything.
Okay. So we have been, what are we, like 2-3 weeks?
4,000?
No,
yes.
2-3 weeks into the summer. So we thought we would talk about how the summer's going. How are you feeling having our kids home for the last 2 weeks now?
The summer break is a lie. It's
not
such
a break.
a complete lying.
It is not a break.
How am I still surprised by this?
I don't know. Every single summer we come towards it with like, we're so excited. We have such big high hopes, plans. We come at it with so much excitement, and then it's like
But there's no the just in your bank account.
Yeah.
Oh, camp registration.
Yeah.
Another registration.
Yeah.
The reason you're excited about it is because you're trained that way.
We are.
When you're a kid,
Yeah.
nothing better, right? What a great feeling.
Yeah.
Finish school, now it's the summer, you're going to go to your friend's house, you're going to do this, do that.
Yeah.
No more homework, you're excited.
Yeah.
As parents, that's not the same. You have to drive them here, drive them there.
Yeah.
This whole thing about summer camps
Yeah.
is out of control.
It really, really is.
We need to stop
Yes.
planning every second of the day for our kids.
Yes.
Like
I think it's a fairly new thing that we put our kids in back to back summer camps.
It's like Hunger Games.
Yeah.
You have to like set alarms. It's like how you get into classes when you're in college.
Yes.
Like, okay, you wake up, you hit this computer at this computer.
Yes.
If you don't get it right, then they're doing something they didn't even want to do and you're still paying.
Yeah. And they're expensive.
My kid's doing a
cheap.
spy camp. Did you know that? Couldn't get gymnastics, couldn't get anything. Even archery got full. So she's doing a spy camp. What is a spy camp? She said, I can't tell you. They told me, shh, spy code. They might be making them sleep on their mattresses over there.
The craziest thing is when you sign up for these camps, if you read the descriptions, like 85% of the description is the same. And then there's like that 15% that's...
For spies. We'll sit in sun, eat $15 popsicles. We'll swim until you pick them up. For spies. For equestrians. At least equestrian, they give you a stick and a horse to run around in the lawn.
No, but a lot of what they do, there's so much overlap. So they essentially do the same things, but then there's like this small 15% section of like that, a little bit more narrowed down.
So what camps did you do?
When I was younger,
Yeah.
I went to a French camp.
How many days you survived?
I was supposed to be there.
French, so
I was supposed to be there for 2 weeks. It was supposed to help me get my French better. I was supposed to be there for 2 weeks, and after 1 week, I gave up. Yeah, I quit. I made my dad come back and get me. He told me, stay there for a week, and if you really don't like it, and if you really can't cut it, then I'll bring you back.
Did you have to at least tell him in French to come get you?
I told him I'm all done. I don't remember. But that was one of the camps I did.
I never went to a single camp.
Yeah. I don't think I did camps back to back to back to back, but I did this French camp one year. I did like an activity camp. So they built in like every single day. It's like a sports camp, whatever. Not activity camp, but sports camp. And I did like a different sport every single day for 5 days. But I did 1 week out of the entire summer.
Why do we send our kids to camp? What's the deal? Where did this start?
They like to go to camp. They enjoy it. They get to hang out with their friends. They get to go camping.
Is this because like you're rich now?
No.
Like were our parents not rich? Is that this was always happening? But this is crazy now with the camps.
Yeah.
There's 8 weeks off or whatever it is that the kids have off, and now so many kids have back to back. If it's not camp, it's a sports thing. If it's not a sports thing, it's something else. But it's 7 of 8 weeks, and then you say, okay, this 1 week we're going to do a vacation.
Yeah.
Then you pack all their things and you go and you parent somewhere abroad without your tools.
Yeah. It's really...
I'm glad you're leaving this weekend. I need a break.
So something interesting happened this summer, or like leading up to this summer.
Yeah, we decided we're going to take our own vacations. It's
No.
a way to do it.
No.
I'm all for this deal.
You just refused to come with us.
You're taking a vacation.
I'm taking the kids.
Yeah, good vacation.
No.
For me, I'm staying home. Make sure no one steals these plants.
You're just refusing to come with us. Okay, I'll fill you guys all in what's happening. But this summer, or leading up to the summer, I had not scheduled any camps, and you just took over. It was very impressive to watch how you just kind of planned things out for them.
I'm not paying again $1,000 for a spy camp. I leave it to you. It's last minute. All the camps are gone.
That's not true.
Yeah, so I just did it. This is all theater for you, flag football for you,
Yeah.
sleepaway for you, pickleball for you. Yeah, just put it in the calendar, register everyone, pay for everything, done. Then you take them for vacation.
Yeah.
I get to play golf.
Okay.
Everybody wins.
But I think that you should take over this
No.
forever. Yeah, you were
No,
very
no,
good
no.
at it. I was not nearly as good as you were at organizing all the camps and all the things.
Do we get to not do the things we're not good at?
I mean, you're better at it. So
Okay, so all the things you're better than me, I can say you're better than me, and I just don't have to do them?
I do them. Most of the things that I'm better at, I do them.
Are we making a deal now?
No, I feel like this is a trap.
I'm going to start
What are you going to start?
Like nose diving my skill set in so many areas soon. You're gonna see. You're gonna see such. You know, people like work out a lot. You're like, wow, this guy got swole. You ever seen someone get anti-swole? You're gonna see such deflation in my skill set. It's gonna be fascinating.
No, you know what it is? There's like this heaviness that comes with like having to plan these things. There's this mental load, they call it. And you plan and you plan and you plan all the things that the kids have to go to, their activities and the schedules and this and that. And I really think that I got so overwhelmed by the whole thing last summer that I was just like, no, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. I did the one camp where the deadline was coming up, and then you took over from there, and it was really, really helpful. So I scheduled that, and then you
Are
took
they still eating carrot hot dogs over there?
No, they're
or
not
did you
eating.
take care of that issue?
I took care of that issue.
I've never seen such a thing. You know that happened last year?
Yeah, I do.
With a big smile, I was waiting in line, and they said,
Oh,
for
they
the
gave you a carrot hot
yeah,
dog
for
too?
Parent Day.
Amazing.
That was when I went to pick them up.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, we have hot dogs. And you know me, I like a good tofu dog.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, is it vegetarian? He said, oh, I have vegetarian. And he pulled out a carrot and put it in the bun and gave it to me.
Yeah, that was...
I thought he was joking.
No.
He was not joking.
No, he was not joking.
So I took the carrot hot dogs and I threw them all on the floor.
No, you did not.
I did.
You did not.
I said, I'm not joking either, bunny.
No,
and I
you
left.
did not.
I didn't call him Buddy. I called him Bunny because
Yeah.
he was surrounded by carrots.
No, you did not do that.
He didn't get my joke either.
Yeah. All right. So you took care of summer camps this year
Yes.
because you did not think that I was doing a good job.
I
with
didn't
it.
think about anyone's job. I just said, we have to do this. So I
Yeah.
just did it and finished it.
I love it. I'm so grateful.
You spend more time thinking about doing the thing than actually doing it.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it. I just said, oh, I have to, let's just get this done. It takes 5 minutes. So I just did it.
I'm so glad you did.
But why does it take you, well, what is this mental load with a camp registration? I don't even understand
Because then
why.
you have to fill out all the camp forms. You have to make
You
sure
put
that
their
all the
name in your credit
allergies
card.
are in.
No, I just say none.
Yeah, but these are
You don't have
so
to fill
many
out those forms.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
So they are signed up for pickleball,
Yep.
flag football,
Yep.
theater, golf.
Yep.
I did those 4.
Yep.
You
And
did
then
the
I
sleepaway.
did the overnight one.
I filled out 0 medical forms.
I did not.
And I told
filled out
every single one of them, no issues. Go away.
But when you're staying somewhere overnight, they need more information.
Okay, maybe the overnight
So I
one.
gave them all the information.
You give them everything.
Yeah, I
Good.
did.
Good luck, Dr. Yuan. When they call you at night because my son has acid reflux. Not my fault. I told them to go to hell. Call the hospital or solve it yourself. That's what you did. You are the camp mom.
Yeah.
You do everything.
I do?
You did everything. They said, oh, fill this out. You fill this out.
Yeah.
The kids didn't fill out a single form.
No.
They go like from first class to first class to first class.
Okay.
You're the peasant carrying their bags in the back. Right? It's like Downton Abbey. The kids are like the princes and princes and princesses. And then you're the servant in the back. Oh, come, let me wear your pants for you. Let me brush your teeth.
No.
I'm the opposite. I'm like, bro, pick up your tooth. It shouldn't be on the floor. It should be in your mouth. Put it back in that hole. It'll stop bleeding. You'll be fine. They have to do something for themselves. So if that something is to tell them who the doctor is, that's their problem.
Okay.
But really, we have to let them do stuff on their own.
I agree with you.
Let them sit at home. Let them like build a sandcastle in the backyard. Go climb trees.
Yeah.
They don't problem solve anymore.
Yeah. And I actually think you're right. We're laughing about this. We're joking about it. We actually made a conscious effort not to schedule every single week for our kids so that they could have some down weeks, so that they could be bored, so that they could figure out stuff to do, so that they could solve their own problems. So that
You know what they did today?
What?
They ate all the snacks. Went to Costco. I went upstairs. There's 17 granola bar packs on the floor, all empty. They ate it all.
That's why no one wanted lunch.
And no one's saying that they ate it. That's something happens in the summer. They eat like they think they have to grow before they go back to school. Yeah, they just eat. It doesn't make any sense how much they're eating right now. Like, oh, I finished dinner. Can I have a yogurt? Yeah, I eat a yogurt. Okay, can I have granola? Yeah, I eat granola. Okay, I finished granola and yogurt. Can I have a fruit? Yeah, I eat fruit. Okay. Why do they ask so many questions?
I don't know.
Why don't they just eat it?
I don't know.
Do people's kids ask them questions over everything? We should just alternate yes and no for the foods. Can we
If
agree?
you tell them no, you can't eat a yogurt, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but just at least they'll stop asking then.
They're just going to ignore you
Yeah,
and do
let
it?
them eat if they're hungry.
I have no problem, but if they're asking you a question and you tell them no,
Ask me a snack. Ask me the last snack they asked you if they can eat.
Like a yogurt?
Yes.
Can I have a yogurt?
Yes. Next.
Can I have another yogurt?
No.
Why?
No, I said no. And then you ask another question.
Can I have a carrot?
Yeah. Okay.
How about a banana?
No.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, but
You're
that
gonna
I'm preserving the
confuse them.
snacks. Otherwise, they're going to eat all the snacks. Why don't they eat food?
You're going to confuse them if you do that. You can't confuse the children. You have to
You have to confuse
if you
them.
want them to go and figure their problems out,
Then
you have to say,
create the problems.
Go figure out your problems.
They don't have problems. Their problem is they're sitting at home eating yogurts and granolas that we're buying like this.
Yeah. Okay, but can I tell you
Enough.
something?
No. Enough.
You don't have to do this with me.
It works.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
No, it does not.
Okay, no, it does not. Shall we continue? Yes?
Yes. When you do these things with the kids, when you give them the opportunity to like forge their own path, I think that's when they have the most fun.
No.
I really do.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. We're doing a podcast. You can't do the entire podcast by saying yes and no.
Maybe?
No.
Okay. Why?
All right, let's take a quick break for a word from this week's sponsors, Thrive Market. While all of you are between vacations, errands, and everyday summer chaos, sticking to health might be really hard. Luckily, Thrive Market does the work for you.
How?
They are all online. It's a healthy grocery store. It cuts out all of the junk ingredients, and they deliver high quality groceries right to your door.
sounds expensive to me. There better be a discount code that adheres with my rules for this podcast. If it's not 25% or more, I don't want it.
Just hold your horses. I promise it'll be worth your while. They have low sugar options. They have healthy options. They have organic, vegetarian options, keto-friendly options, whatever you need for your dietary restrictions, and it's affordable.
We get it. Groceries online, delivered to our door, whatever I want, and it's healthy.
You remember all
This
those
is
snacks
wonderful.
that you had on the trip back?
They
All of
tasted
those
expensive.
were no, they were not expensive. I use Thrive Market because it's easy and I can find all the things that my family needs in just one place.
Oh, never mind. I don't need you anymore. I found it. Stock up smart this summer with Thrive Market. Go to thrivemarket.com/Sheena for 30% off your first order. See,
That's
they
right.
understood. Oh, wait, plus free $60 gift just for signing up.
Yep.
So they sign up, they
Yes.
put your name,
Yes.
they get $60, and that
Yes.
$60 gets 30% off for purchasing power.
Exactly. So you have nothing to lose. Just try it out. thrivemarket.com/Sheena. That's thrivemarket.com/Sheena.
Are they aware that they're just giving away money in the form of food
Don't
now to
tell
our
anyone.
people? Free food is tastier than organic food.
Enjoy.
At least enjoy your
Thrivemarket.com.
$60 of free food on us. Send me a sandwich.
No, but this is the whole point is I really do think that when we let them make their own choices, they have better experiences.
When they grow up,
Yeah.
and I've seen this,
Yeah.
you have teenagers
Mm-hmm.
whose parents have done more than they should have for them.
Yeah.
Then they go to college.
Yeah.
They're still not sure how to make decisions.
Yeah.
But they're getting smarter. But then wrong decisions at that age can have worse consequences.
Yep.
Then there are definitely people I see entering the work world,
Yeah.
not their fault,
Yeah.
but they don't know how to deal with stress. They don't know how to, anything doesn't go the way they expect. And now they have to resolve it. Their instinct is to ask somebody else, right? Go to someone older, oh, what do I do? This happened. I think part of why some people do a lot better when they start professionally is because when they were children, they had a lot more experience with problem solving.
Or independence.
On a lower scale. Like they went to the mall and they didn't have enough money to buy something. They didn't have bus money. Like you had to figure that out.
Yeah.
Not, oh, mama, how do I do this? Oh, dada, how do I do this?
I mean, I think that there's a balance. There's a fine line between giving them the comfort and confidence of having somewhere to fall and solving their problems on their own. And there's no reason that a 14-year-old should feel so stranded and so helpless that they have to make a choice that they don't.
You're exactly doing what everyone does.
Which is what?
You're protecting them. Like even in a hypothetical situation, your instinct is, oh, why should you feel abandoned in the mall? This is not a real child we're talking about. And we're not throwing someone like saying, hey, you have no money, we're going to throw you in jail if you don't get home.
Right.
Just saying the instinct,
Yeah.
the paternal instinct is so strong. That's because we're trying to
What
feel
paternal
like,
instinct?
or maternal, the parenting instinct is
Yeah.
so strong
Yeah.
that we are doing these things
Yeah.
arguably not for the benefit of the child, but for the benefit of their own egos. So we feel good. Like, oh, I'm a good parent. I gave my kid everything. I gave them all the camps. I got them the best this. I got them the best that.
Yeah.
Your kid's loving it. Just
Yeah.
sitting there eating chocolate bar after chocolate bar.
Yeah.
You feel good. You gave them chocolate bars. You gave them luxuries.
Yeah.
But then when you can't do that for them,
Yeah.
they come up against other people who've actually been thinking for themselves.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Like, I think getting a job when you're 14 years old and going and having to answer to a boss and dealing with customers
Yeah.
on a low scale, that's huge. Like
Yeah.
you see all these kids that go work at whatever, Target or Starbucks or, you know, any of the fast food places, Dunkin', like anything where you don't need much experience, but you get some hourly wage and you deal with both. On the internal side, you have a team, and on the external side, you have customers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge value in that.
Yeah.
But instead, what are we doing? We're like, oh yeah, here, let's go sit on this nice beach somewhere. I'll take everyone. Let's go hang out here. Oh, can I have this $17 snow cone? Yeah. Come, let's get a $20 snow cone. Give a tip, honey. 38% tip because you did a nice squish on your snow cone. That's. I think there's a lot of that happening now.
I think that you and I find a good balance between like giving our kids opportunities, giving them experiences, because when they're older, they're going to be responsible for those things. These are the cool things as a kid that you can experience. This is like part of being a kid. This is part of being in this tiny little bubble of time. And I think that we as parents, we get excited for them. At least that's my experience. I get excited for them. I want them to have a fun summer. But what I forget along the way is that every time I try to create this fun summer moment, it's not necessarily this like Pinterest perfect summer that I thought I was creating for them. And the beautiful moments actually happen in when they're running out, when we go to like ice cream at 8:00 at night that wasn't planned, when they're running outside through a sprinkler that nobody had to organize or pay special access for, or like Zara has the best time putting the sprinkler under the trampoline and just jumping on the trampoline. And those are the moments that I think that they will remember more than that one summer camp that their parents paid a bomb for.
You said it before with like, oh, that attempt, and you want to give them this like Pinterest worthy summer. That's part of it. That didn't exist before. There's no way to go and put up your own little story time of what your family looks like. And it's sad because we're losing a lot of those opportunities in the face of trying to demonstrate something.
Yeah.
You and I see it all the time now.
Yeah.
Like we meet people, we see it. You meet someone on, you know, in real life who you've seen online, and it's like different people. We hear from people when we meet them, oh, you're just like you are. Like, well, what does that even mean? Why would someone even say that? Of course, everyone is how they are.
Yeah.
But it's not true.
Yeah.
And maybe we're a little bit harsh on the camps because I know they really enjoy a lot of that and they make those memories. And I like the situation where they go and they get away from devices, right?
Yeah.
So that's the one benefit. No device, you're doing things, you're outside.
And they're learning new skills. Like
with people,
yeah,
right? They're hanging out with
absolutely.
other kids. There's a lot of skill there.
Yeah.
But balancing that with being bored
Yeah.
and trying to find creative ways to use your time is probably a little bit of where I think we have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I know there are definitely people listening who plan out the entire thing, and my
some people don't have a choice, right? Because they're working the entire summer and they need to make sure that their kids are cared for, right? They need to make sure that there's something or some adult watching their kids. So summer camps are a fun way because they have these new experiences. They go meet their friends, their summer camp friends. They go and have these, like Zara's going to this theater camp. She's going to go get to be on stage. She's going to learn new music. She's going to meet friends that she met last summer. And she loved it. And she wants to go back and she wants to do that 1 week with this theater camp, which is wonderful. And she wants to learn pickleball. So she's going to do a week-long pickleball camp and she's going to learn this new skill. I don't think that it needs to be the entire summer long, but we're fortunate enough that we can say that because I work from home every single day, and you're home maybe a couple times in the week. You do 3 or 4 days at the office, but we have somebody at home that can make sure that they've had their 17,000 snacks and make sure that there's a pickup or a drop off if they need one. Some people don't have that option, so they have to schedule their kids in camps.
It's true. If you don't have the option, It's just really sad that they don't have as much figure it out time.
Yeah.
We had a lot of figure it out time.
Yeah.
And then you'd come up with the most fascinating games. It's like when I drive the kids somewhere, a lot of Jay's friends have cell phones. And I've asked their parents, I'm like, look, my kid doesn't have a cell phone. So when your kids are in my car, they're either all sitting staring at one screen. What I would like to do is take their phones away. And none of the parents has ever said no. They're like, oh, that's great. Some parents have said to me, in fact, when Jay's in the car, I use it as an excuse to take away my own kid's phone. And the games they come up with and the stories they come up with are so good. They're so imaginative, and it feels a little bit like if you put that muscle to work now, it'll pay dividends all the way through.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Meanwhile, anyone who's under 15 or 18 or 21 listening to this is going to be like, these guys are so old.
Yeah.
They're going to unsubscribe. Here, can you put an unsubscribe button
No,
over here?
I don't want
Just put an unsubscribe. Maybe I've outaged our listeners now. They don't need to hear me rant about how they shouldn't have cell phones and shouldn't go to camp and should sit home with sticks.
Right.
Learn to make fire, people.
No, but
grow a vegetable patch.
Whether you have children or don't have children, I think that there's something nostalgic that comes up in the summer. And we think that summer is supposed to look a certain way, that we're going to have to take a vacation because it's summer. You have to take a summer vacation. Yeah. You have to do summer nights. You have to have summer this. You have to have summer this. But really, I think if you just let it go and go with the flow, a lot of times you have these beautiful moments just because the sun's out and because there's a change, there's a shift in nature. And there's like, I think that you can still enjoy those moments for free.
For free. Mm-hmm. Instead of $3,000 arguments over who forgot the iPhone charger. That's what otherwise happens. Oh, look at this beautiful hotel. It's nice. What are we doing today? Then you have to run around 15,000 steps, eating pizzas everywhere.
Yep. But I mean, that's also fun. That's part of it. You want to hear something amazing, though? I wanted to share with our listeners. So we've been in summer mode for, 2-3 weeks now? You told me the other day, because I got you an Oura ring, and you were looking at your stress levels.
Yeah.
Tell everyone what you discovered.
It's not a secret. Okay. The ring tells you if you're stressed, if you're engaged, or you're relaxed.
Yes.
And in the 5 days of the work week, Monday to Friday, my peak stress were 2 of those 5 days.
Yes.
Can you just guess which 2 days those were? I think it's obvious. Just put in the comments.
2 days that he was home with us.
Yeah, work from home Monday and Friday. Through the roof. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I was actually relaxed. I didn't know I was relaxed.
But
I take the train, I take a newspaper, I fold it in half like this, I read it, I talk to other people. Like, oh yeah, did you see that? Yeah. They're like, yeah, I saw that. That was from yesterday.
And I was thinking about why it is that your stress is through the roof, because you're also trying to do the same work. Roof. But we have to make sure that kids are being dropped off at the right place and the right time.
I have to sign up for 5 camps, to fill out medical forms. I have to go to my doctor's house and take a sample of his stool so my kid can go to camp. Stressful stuff. Sorry, Dr. Yuan. That was me who stole your lane dough from your toilet. This is the things I have to do at home. Go to the office. So simple. You go, you do your job.
Yeah.
Here I have to do my job, do kids' things.
Yep. Then
you come in and you ask me random questions in the middle of the day because that's your job. Your job is to stress me out. So that means Monday and Friday you succeeded.
Come on.
You must have got like 5,000 views on Monday. 5 million views. No, I'm not joking. That's your job.
Yes.
I'm not like I'm being literal.
Yeah.
You make videos of you annoying me for a living. So if you succeed, for you to succeed, my stress has to be high.
Yeah.
We could correlate the days where my stress is low with your videos.
Oh my God.
That means you failed. Right? If you're like, oh, do this. And I'm like, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Video no good.
Yeah.
Stress level down.
Very low.
The stress is high. You'll be like, you should check my ring. You'll know in advance if your video is going to do well.
Yeah.
You should get the login. Be like, oh,
I think it has to do with not only me, but the fact that there's just a lot happening in families' homes these days. Like in
Lauren's always scaring me when I work at home. It's a problem.
Yeah.
Guy just tries to go wash his hands. You come out, someone's wearing a mask. This is unsafe conditions.
Yeah.
I have video evidence.
We're going to put it in this episode.
We have some videos.
The video evidence of Lauren scaring your stress.
Something like that. It's something like that.
Oh my God.
Hi. Did you miss me?
Okay, so that's all
summer,
I got.
Everyone. Go have a good summer.
My advice
we'll see you in the fall.
My advice to you this summer is don't be so hard on yourself. Wear a sweater. No, don't be so hard on yourself. And let the memories just kind of happen. Let them happen in like the mess. Let them happen in the chaos. Let them happen in the moments where the kids are figuring things out. We stayed up the other night way too late watching Shawshank Redemption, Jay and I. I honestly think I'm going to remember that. And that was not a plan. He wanted to go to bed and I just kept saying, come on, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. And we had such a nice night, and that was not part of our big plan. It was not part of the camp. It was not part of the schedule. It was nothing. The other night when we went up to the store and had ice cream before dinner. It was fun.
Yeah.
You know, those are the moments I think where we are making our memories.
And do little fun things, like take a little bit of butter and put it on the sandals of your kids and leave them outside in the sun. Like Nutella, peanut butter. Can we do that again?
No,
let's put it outside and just put food on the people's shoes. That's always nice. And they put their foot in like, ew, what's that? And you're like, haha, I put peanut butter in your slipper. That's a lost art.
Yeah.
People don't put food in people's shoes anymore like they used to.
Peanut butter sandals.
Any food. Margarine.
Yuck.
No, is margarine still a thing?
I don't think so.
Like for a while, all people ate was margarine because butter was bad. Now we're like, no, butter's good. So what happened to margarine?
I don't think anybody uses margarine anymore.
Didn't they sell it in like vats?
Yeah.
How come you needed so much?
I don't know.
Butter came in small cubes and margarine came in buckets.
Because margarine can last longer?
Like for 5 years?
It lasts a long time.
I think that's when I started putting stuff in people's slippers.
Margarine?
Yeah, I just like didn't know what to do with it. Started using it in different ways.
Okay.
So if you still have margarine, put it in someone's slipper.
Should we sing a song?
Sure.
Have a summer one.
What?
Summertime and the living is easy.
Yeah, from one of my kids.
Catfish jumping and the cotton is high.
Unfamiliar with these
Your
items.
daddy's rich.
And your mommy's richer.
And your mama's good looking.
That too.
So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
Your mother will slap you.
Oh my God.
Go to camp.